Hello everyone and welcome to Against the Storm. It's been a while, hope everyone's been good. For those of you who've been in my Twitch streams before, I'm going to try a little bit different. I'm going to try to focus on YouTube for a little bit and maybe have a Twitch stream here and there. But the first game I'm kind of wanting to play is Against the Storm. It is a roguelike city builder. It is kind of weird to hear those two words in the same sentence, but I played a little bit of it, and it works. It works really well. It's a very interesting game. I haven't got too far in it, so we'll probably do the tutorial just so you guys can kind of catch up with what's going on with it, and then just play as long as you guys like the videos. I will be making another video kind of explaining, what the strategy for the channel moving forward. There might be, some gameplay videos here and there, maybe do some Lego-based videos as well. But for right now, we're gonna play we're going to start working on gameplay videos and moving on from there. So without further ado, let's get started.
The world is plagued by the Blightstorm, a vile cycle of destruction ravaging everything in its path. The only safe haven is the Smoldering City, where the mysterious Scorched Queen reigns. You are one of her Viceroys, a pioneer sent into the wilds, tasked with establishing new settlements and acquiring valuable resources for the crown. Your goal is to help rebuild the Smoldering City and secure the future of the Queen's subjects.
Okay, so that was a quick story introduction to the game. Like you said, we are the Queen's Viceroy, and we're out to collect resources for the main city. So we're going to go through the tutorial and knock that out real quick. So, Clasid Wasid to move the camera around. Neglecting your village will increase the Queen's impatience and bring her wrath upon you. So I'm assuming this is her impatience down here. Spar. Fulfilling your duties will increase the town's reputation, unlock new buildings, and eventually bring you to victory. Now choose a new blueprint. Click on the crown icon below. Okay, so this is kind of the interesting part of the city builder. We click on this icon, and eventually we're going to have multiple choices come through for different buildings that we can set up with. Each of these buildings will have different effects, and will ultimately lead to your success on this particular round of building a little city. So each expedition starts with only a few essential blueprints. More will be given to you as gain reputation points. Now pick the Woodcutters camp. Woodcutters camp, starting point for Woodcutters going out into the wild to cut down trees. So I'm going to pick that up. Press space to resume. So now we are against the clock. We're going to build the Woodcutters camp. Build the Woodcutters camp and explore the forest. You have to keep the fire going at all times. So we're going to keep that fire going on at all times. So there's our building menu. We have our Woodcutters camp. So we're probably going to want to place it close to the edge of the forest. And then let's build some paths out here. So you want to build paths for your villagers. It helps them get around faster. Don't do what I just did and not actually select the path. Alright, set that up. The villagers will go around and start building that. And they'll also start building the Woodcutters camp. So this is, and I'm sure this is going to explain it later, but this is going to be kind of our main goal into how we get more Queen's Grace to fill up our bar down here. And also gives us resources, buildings, so on and so forth. And that's how we will eventually win the game. But right now we're going to follow what the game tells us to do. We have all of our resources up here. Those expand down to food, building materials, and fuel and exploration. Like it said, we need to make sure the fire goes at all times. So there's two things that's kind of going against us, is that this fire right here and also the Queen's impatience. And I'm sure the winning and losing will tell us more about that too. But for right now, we're just going to follow the main tutorial and figure it out as we go. So we need to assign someone to this building. So no workers assigned to this building. So let's assign some people to it. We have, I believe, beavers. I believe those are beavers. Are you beavers? Yes. So we have beavers, humans, and lizards. Beavers hardworking and honest, but also quite demanding. They're gifted woodworkers and enjoy engineering, so probably good woodcutters. Then we have humans, the adaptable species, but very susceptible to rain. Humans are adept at farming and really enjoy brewing. And then lizards. Lizards are very resilient and distrustful species. They are very good with animals and meat production and prefer to work in warm environments due to their cold-blooded nature. Okay, so I don't think we have to worry about any of the other special, like, I know it's raining right now for the humans, but lizards, I don't think we need to worry about their cold-blooded nature at all. I think we're in a pretty neutral environment. So let's unpause that. Let's assign our beavers to go into the woodcutters. So we'll just put all 3 of them in there. And then, I believe, they're just going to start cutting willy-nilly, but I think we have some wood cutting tools down here. Yep, mark trees for harvesting, so we can use F to do that, or G to clear the marked trees. So let's just clear out to these like little glades out here that we can't see. Just have those marked. So we need to have another woodcutters camp, according to our objectives over here. So let's get one of those built out. Let's put them near... kind of these glades right here. Also, I probably should fix that. Let's move that and rotate it. And then we'll build us another path down there so it's easier for them to get down there. And I'll take at least I'll take 1 beaver off of this. And then once this is built up, we'll assign him to this woodcutters camp. And I'll go ahead and mark these trees for cutting, just so we have that done. Too many trees marked. Alright, fine, we won't worry about this right now. Still too many trees marked? Okay. Okay. Very good. So we completed our orders here. So if we go in here, we can see we can deliver. So we'll get 3 new beavers. We'll get reinforced access. Woodcutting is a lot easier. Woodcutters camp production is 35% quicker. So that just seems like a passive reward. And then we get... That was our objectives right there. So we completed our objectives. So we've completed the Queen's order, and our reputation went up. And we got, I believe, our woodcutting axes passive. So I wonder if we could see that anywhere. Yep, effects and upgrades. So kind of like a roguelike, when you play these, each one has like a different coloration of how good it is. So like, you know, this woodcutter's upgrade is like a purple. So similar to any roguelikes you may have played, it has kind of color coordination like that. So our next objective is clear out 2 glades and then assign 5 beavers as woodcutters. So we can do that. And then we'll get humans and pack of meat. And of course our reputation. So let's go down here. We've already cleared that out. Let's assign some beavers to it. So all of our beavers are going to be working as woodcutters. So not only do we need to worry about kind of building our city and doing objectives, but our people need to have certain needs met. And I'm sure we will get to that at a point, but I'm going to focus on what the game tells me to do currently. So let's get our glades cleared out. We're almost cleared out to this one. And we can choose a new blueprint. So now because we have a reputation, we can do this action here. And the Queen's Envoy is going to give us another blueprint and shelter. Your renown grows. You can choose from one of the valuable blueprints that the Queen offers you. Can accommodate any villager, but won't satisfy the need for species-specific housing. Has to be built near hearth. Can house 3 residents. So from the sounds of that, we'll have eventually species-specific housing. But right now, these are just basic shelters that will meet the needs of everyone. And they have to be built around the hearth. So let's build, we have, how many residents do we have? How many of these cover? Shelters cover 3 residents. And we have a good number of residents. We have 12, so we need at least 4 houses. So let's go ahead and get those built. So I think what I'll do is I'll build 2 on each side of the hearth. Just go ahead and make us a giant square on the hearth. Also, now I think about it, we need to move you. And it's kind of nice. What's nice about building this game, you kind of move them as you need. Once they're built and once they're being built, you can kind of move them and adjust them how you need to. So let's put our houses here. This is the OCD coming in. I'm going to have both of them facing that way. There we go. Very clean. Alright, so we've got all of our woodcutters assigned. We've got the glades, we got 1 glade cleared out, so we can find what we got. We have drizzlewing nests, and it has eggs, 15 charges of eggs, and that'll give us, looks like meat. And we'll need a trapper's camp to get that. And then we have roots, which will give us herbs. And I believe those count as our food right there. We got some new categories. We have crafting resources, resin, and fuel and exploration. We are going up in wood. So yeah, it tells us when we're going up in a resource, which is really nice. Okay, so let's get these glades cleared out. How are we doing down here? Okay, we've almost got a glade cleared out here. Very good. Ooh, we got a nasty looking glade on this side. Dangerous glade. This glade contains a threat, but it also gives plenty of rewards in return. I see. Also, you guys, on this first episode, please let me know about graphic settings or anything that sound settings. I'll upload this one to YouTube, and if you guys have any suggestions or ideas or anything I can do better for these videos, please let me know. Let's speed up time a little bit. Go get these glades cleared out. We have no homelessness. Very good. And it seems like the current weather cycle is about to end. Okay, we now have clearance. Year 1. Next storm in 5 minutes. So yeah, I mean this is a timed effort. You can see the Queen's Impatient is slowly going up, but right now we're not going to worry about that as this is the tutorial. So completed an order. We completed 2 glades, and we've assigned our woodcutters. Now we get 3 humans and pack of meat. So that means we're going to have to build another house. Let's go and grab that. So now we need a small foragers camp, and then we need 5 vegetables in the small foragers camp. So it looks like we got plenty of gatherables down here, but they're not vegetables. We need vegetables, and I think these are these roots up here. Well, what counts as vegetables, I wonder? Okay, so yeah. Greenage is going to be our vegetables, which I don't seem to see any on the map, unless these count as vegetables. Do herbs count as vegetables? Let's just put it on the gatherer's hut and find out. So, your renown grows, you can down choose from one of the buildings. We get a forager's camp, and it is a 1-star in grain, roots, and vegetables. So we know we've seen a root before, but we haven't seen any vegetables. Unless these are vegetables. No, that is flax. Ah, there's our vegetables right there. Okay, excellent. And that'll give us insects. So we get vegetables plus insects out of this. So let's go ahead and put down our small foragers camp. And I believe it said our humans are good at farming. So no one is particularly great at gathering vegetables. So let's just go ahead and make a path out there, and we'll assign who we need to assign on that. So our herbalist camp is idle, so we have a free camp here. So how does this work? Building destroyed by the storm, it can be rebuilt or salvaged. Specialization bonus, forest. So we can salvage it, or we can rebuild it, and then we have a building. I think we're gonna rebuild it. Let's get our lizards out here and rebuilding that. And then we will rebuild. So we'll have people doing that. All right, let's assign 2 of our humans to the gathering. And then let's assign another human to help the lizards build that up. Okay, excellent. Okay, we're gonna let that go for a little bit. Glade events. Glade events are objects found in the forest, like abandoned caches, survivor camps, ruins, wild beasts, etc. Okay, so it seemed like a glade event is something similar to what we found here, but there's maybe other events that we'll come across that'll give us extra bonuses as well. So we don't have any really of our foresters doing much of anything. They're kind of tearing down the forest willy-nilly, but let's give them some guidance on what to do. So let's go into that glade. So that'll focus on that. And then after this group is done over here, we're gonna head them in this direction, just to give them a little guidance on what they need to do. Newcomers are waiting. Newcomers are waiting. Okay. Pervoon Runebeak, Royal Stormwalker. These people have been sent here by the crown. Which group do you want to stay, Viceroy? The other will continue on to the next settlement. Okay, so I'm wondering if our next settlement, that'll, I mean, that's the group we'll get. We already have our wood camps maxed out of beavers. But we get vegetables, leather, and stone. I think stone's pretty good, so let's do those. Alright, so we have 5 homelessness. Let's get them situated out. So let's put us a house here. Let's put us a house here. that'll cover all 6 that are homeless at the moment. And you can, I know this is not like a traditional city builder, but you can make your city look nice and decent, and it does have an effect to do that. It gives the comfort or aesthetics or harmony. But we're not going to worry about that at the moment. No need to. We're just going to focus on the main goals of the game currently. So I'm going to speed this up a little bit so we get our vegetables in a small forage camp. Seems like a storm is brewing. 19 seconds. Okay, so we have completed the food supplies objective, so let's look at this. We get a giant vegetables perk, +1 to vegetable production, gain additional vegetables every yield from gathering, farming, or production. So we get extra vegetables, we completed our objectives, so let's grab that. Our next objective is going to be a stonecutters camp, and we need clay in stonecutters camp, and we'll get a perk to our clay, and we'll just get a crate of care package of stone. So let's focus on that. So our next building is probably going to be a stonecutters camp. An advanced camp can gather large and giant resource nodes in addition to small ones. Can collect stone 2-star, clay 2-star, and sea marrow 2-star. Now, do we have any stone? Also, what is this? I think that's just part of the map. I don't see any stone yet. Also, I think on my end, I'm seeing a tad bit of VSync, so let me get that adjusted. Let me put my frame rate down to like 120. There we go. Probably have too high of a frame rate for my refresh rate. All right, so we need to find us some stone camps. So let's get our guys to clear out some of those. Let's get our humans out here into gathering these mushrooms and fruits. And we can see now that our mushrooms were out and our roots are eventually going down as they're being consumed. Ooh, but we have a new storm. Okay, so it doesn't really say... Where can I see the detriments of this? Ah, here we go. Looming darkness, the rampaging storm stifles the spirit of all things, all living creatures. An additional stack of this effect is added for each hostility level, active only in season storm. So you can see here that it seems like our resolve for our people are going down, but it doesn't seem like it's going to go down enough for them to be too mad at us. Okay, so we need to find our stonecutters, or at least a place to put our stonecutters camp. Now, I think we have some idle beavers. Do we have some idle beavers? Yeah, so we do have some idle beavers. We could get a stonecutters camp down if we wanted to. I don't really think there's much of a need for us to do that just yet. We can eventually move this and move on to the next. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of move it up, just so it's a little closer to that node up north. So we'll do that. What have we found here? Clay deposits? Perfect. That's what we're looking for. So let's put our stonecutters camp down. We'll just put that right next to it. Now, there isn't really an easy way for us to get a path back here, so we will bring a path at least down to the forest's edge. Ooh, oh wait, there's a clay deposit right there. Look at that. Right in front of me. Okay, that's fine. We'll just go ahead and move this. I know they're building it, but we'll go ahead and move it. They can finish it. And then let's bring our pathing down here, just so we have it. May not be any need of it yet, but let's go ahead and build it out. I'm going to go and build our path out down here as well, so our foragers aren't running all the way through the woods. So did I build another one? Well, I thought this was just supposed to move. Did I find the glitch? Interesting. I wonder if they have to move all the goods first. Or did I accidentally... Ah, I see what I did. Okay. I see what I did. Alright. I moved our one that was down here. Let's put you back. That was my bad. Okay. So let's pull our path up. Can I delete? Yeah, there we go. Okay, we have a small encampment that is idle. All right, so what is this? A destroyed camp in the wilderness. There are survivors in the area. So we can send to the Citadel, and we'll get Amber Pouch. I'm assuming this may be an upgrade currency. Or we can get new people. Honestly, I think we're good on people. So I'm going to send this to the Citadel. So let's assign a workers. Let's get our lizards doing that. And they'll be doing... Okay. So we have a worm tongue nest. That sounds delicious. We didn't assign our stonecutters. Do we have any? Who's good at stone cutting? Do we have anyone that's good at stone cutting? Not particularly, but we have a bunch of humans that don't have anything to do, so let's put them to work. I did take our woodcutters away from this area down here, so I'll probably move them back, or at least somewhat close to this. I think we're good on cutting that down, so let's move them. Can I put them here? Is that enough space? It is, perfect. All right, so let's get them working on clearing this area out. Maybe go into there. We'll have to move them eventually, but that's fine. We'll move them once they get closer into that. Too soon for dangerous glades. Oh. Yeah, let's stay away from that. Choose a cornerstone. Oh, we've unlocked something new. Choose a cornerstone. The Queen's envoy. No one can weather the storm alone. The Queen's offer you a cornerstone that will lay the foundation for your town's prosperity. Choose wisely, as you won't be able to change it. So we get carpenter's tools, building materials, our foundation of every settlement. Production is 50% quicker in building crude workstation. I don't think we have one of those yet. The Royal Academy wants a detailed map of the region and will supply anyone willing to help. Gain 20, not sure what that is, and then clay. Oh, reeds, and 20 clay for each discovered glade. I don't think we're going to use this, so let's just go and pick this one out, because I don't think we have that workstation. We're not really in the business to discover new glades, but that is fine. Okay, let's move this up a little further back up, and then clear out this glade over here. And then we'll get a new path. And then clear this one. Okay, so we complete our objective. So we will get that bonus star steel shovels, and then our crate of stone. And we'll get a new building. So we now have a harvester's camp. An advanced camp can gather large, giant resource nodes in addition to small ones, can collect plant fibers and reeds. So now we need to have one harvester's camp, and it needs to get plant fibers and reeds. So we have our plant fibers here, I believe. And then we also need reeds, but where are some reeds at? Do we have any reeds? We have herbs. We have grubs. I'm not seeing any reeds at the moment. Those are our mushrooms. Those are our clay. I'm going to clear this out. So I think we need to go probably this glade or this glade up here. So, while they're doing that, I think I'm gonna... we don't really have a lot of movement into this area. Maybe I can move this woodcutters camp close enough to where we can... Ooh, barely. Okay, so we'll let them work on that. We'll get this glade cleared out. I'm gonna kind of concentrate this path a little bit, just so they're focusing on getting that glade as soon as possible. And we'll go out to there. Okay, so we'll at least start working on our reeds, or our plant fibers. So let's go ahead and at least get that down, because I think we just need plant fibers. So let's get our harvester's camp down. That's a perfect location. That'll gather both of them, and we'll get to have a road. Place that down. Do we want a road anywhere else? I think we're okay right now. Logistics. What about our logistics? Every building has its own internal storage where the goods is produced or gathers are temporarily stored. The internal storage reaches its limit, the goods and it will be transported to the main warehouse by a worker. So our main warehouse, I'm assuming, is this, right? Yep, so that's our main warehouse. So once a storage is full, it will be taken there. So I believe that is our produced goods, and we can force a delivery if we really need to, but none of these look like they're absolutely pushing over the edge of resources. So we'll let our... I didn't assign anyone. That would probably help. So let's get our humans working on that. And we have some newcomers waiting. Ooh, I wonder if that... No, it says plant fibers in harvesters camp, so we need to have them in the camp. Let's get some more humans, because honestly, I think we're good on beavers at the moment, so let's get some more humans. But that means we'll need to get some more housing down. Let's clear out this road right here, and then put another house. Also, what is this? Okay, so we have loud fuel. Ooh, and if we have decorations, we'll upgrade our small hearth. Let's put I don't know. Let's see. Warehouse had barrels near it, so let's put some barrels down. And let's put like a bench. And you can see the area of which the decorations would cover. Ooh, let's put like a nice floral bed down next to this house. And then one more. Let's put some more barrels down. Awesome. Cool. Our little village is prospering. And we've already completed our harvester's camp. So we'll get a upgrade to our our plant fiber production, and then a new building. So now we need to produce planks, bricks, and fabrics. So this is where we're turning our raw resources into more advanced resources, and we'll get parts and a workstation upgrade. And I think this is the workstation. Yep, the crude workstation, which we could have got the the cornerstone upgrade. Well, too late for that now. So we can produce planks, fabric, bricks, and pipes, and can use stormwater. I don't know what any of that means, but I'm sure we'll find out. Okay, we'll pick that up. So now we need to have all three of those new resources, and they will... Okay, so we can see here... And they're all out of reach of all three of our buildings. But I think if we move a house, we can have all three of these covered. So let's move this house. And then place it up here, and then we'll put our crude workstation down there. That way it covers all three and transportation is not an issue. We don't need to produce pipes, so let's turn that off, and we'll produce those. All right, speed up a little bit. And I think we're doing pretty good on our reputation versus our impatience. In fact, I think the Queen's impatience went down. I'm not sure what governs that. But we can see that our hearth got an upgrade. Gathered around the blazing fire, folks help each other's spirits, keep each other's spirits high, +2 to global resolve. The ancient hearth's resistance to corruption is increased by 150. I have no idea what any of that means yet. I wonder if that had something to do with the Queen's impatience going down. But we can see our people are pretty happy. Our humans, especially, they have resolved of 21. And I think once you get to a certain point, you get a benefit to it. Reputation threshold is 50, so maybe if we get above 50, something special will happen. Okay, our clearance is about to end, and we're about to go into year 3 or year 2 here in a second. Okay, so another one of these storms is happening, so you can see our people's resolve is going down, but it's nothing to be worried about. So we need someone working here in order to produce. We'll just have our humans doing that. And I think we're good for the meantime. We don't have anyone that's homeless. So let's go and move that up and then produce those goods. You can see here they're taking goods here, and we can see them coming in. So we have wood in here, we have our plant fiber in here, and we have our clay in here to produce the bricks. And so we can see here each person has what they're working on. So she's working on making us some clay bricks, and she's working on making us some fabric. And we have a small encampment that is idle. Okay, so we can get some more Citadel goods, or we can get some more people. I don't really think I need people, so let's do that. We'll get our lizards out there and have them work on that for us. And it looks like we have a new cornerstone. So we have egg delivery line. Let's do our plant fibers. I don't think we're not really focusing on eggs. Okay. So now we have 2 of the 4 bricks and 2 of the 4 fabric. We're gonna have 2 planks here in a second. We'll almost complete our bricks. And also looks like we have some newcomers. They'll give us clay and fiber. Let's get the lizards. Clay and fiber is something we need right now. That means we'll need to have another shelter. City's very condensed at the moment, but that's okay. Helps us get what we need done quickly. Follow our orders. We are doing it as quickly as we can. Okay, so we're about to have our planks and our fabric done, which means we'll move on to our last order. Okay, we are done with that, so let's look at our order. We'll get our parts and our workstation upgrade, and it is, we'll produce 50% amount of goods produced in the crude workshop, or plus 50% of amount of goods to the workshop. So that means, hopefully, we'll see that, yep, so wow, we are now creating a ton of resources. Okay, so let's look at our last order. We need to cut through the forest and discover a dangerous glade. So we're going to go up to that corner over there. And then we need to change scrolls to fabric in the ancient shrine. Change the resources from scrolls to... Okay, so I'm assuming the ancient shrine is something we'll probably find in the dangerous glade. Yep, so we need to go to the dangerous glade to do some of this. And then we'll get amber pouch. Okay, and then we'll get a new building. Ooh, and this is our first... multi-choice. So now we can choose from a beaver house, a human house, or a lizard house. And each one will give benefit to one of our races. I think we have more humans than anything, so let's get a human house. But these can only house 2 of each resident. So what we can probably do is consolidate some of our housing. But let's go ahead and build our human housing first. So let's see. We have some range for this. So we'll build one out here. One out here, and let's get our woodcutters working on that dangerous blade. These guys are still working on this. Let's move. Where's our current woodcutter at down here? So yeah. So let's move them here, and then we'll get them a nice little path built out. Great. And then we're going to say, go right into the dangerous glade. Now, are they still able to deliver to our... No, they're not. But our main warehouse, so we can store any logs that we have in the main warehouse, and it will be brought to our crude workstation. And then vice versa, the crude workstation to our main warehouse. So let's let this go for a little bit. We're going to get into the dangerous glade. And the hostility to the forest is going up. I'm not sure what that is about, but it seems like the longer we go and the more villagers we have, the more our hostility goes up over the forest. But our hearth is giving a bonus to the hostility. So the more we upgrade our hearth, the more we have this bar not fill up. So yeah, definitely, it is definitely more of a, you do have to manage your time a little bit in this game, but it doesn't feel that pressing. Of course, we're only in the tutorial, so that could be another reason for it. Alright, we're almost into our dangerous glade. Let our woodcutters finish the work they're doing. Don't think there's really anything else I need to focus on at the moment. Come on, beavers, you got this. Great. Okay, so now we have our ancient shrine. And on this shrine from a long forgotten era, it's dangerous but might hold some ancient knowledge useful to the crown. That was pause this because there's a thread that's about to happen. Consequence: disturbing the ruins of the great. Oh well, we already activated it. That's great. Kills 3 random villagers. Oh, well, that's good. I think we lost a human and 2 lizards. Yep, we lost 2 lizards and 1 of our humans. Well, okay, let's get to work on that. Let's get our 3 lizards out here. And then we're going to convert... Okay, what are we doing here? I'm going to pause this. No materials. Missing 1 or more... Okay, so we need to deliver these goods out here, it looks like. So let's make a path to speed this up a bit. Okay, let's do that. And also, it looks like we have a bundle. Let's get... I don't think it really matters at this point. I think we're going to be okay to succeed this particular encampment. So I'm just getting me some more lizards. And I think we're good on homeless after we actually had some people get taken out. That's fine. Our reputation's going down. So the game is going to get harder. Or this particular... Each particular level is getting harder the longer you go in it. No deposits nearby, so our stonecutters camp needs to move. Let's go ahead and do that. And we'll make a path for that. Shoop. No, not exactly how I wanted that. Okay, great. And that'll give us some more options out here if we need to build, but I think we're okay. Okay, guys, you need to get some stuff out here. What am I missing? Ah! I didn't choose one of these. Oh, no, wait. Wait. We need planks. And we need fabric. Right? Change scrolls to fabric. Okay, so we did that, and then we'll produce ancient tablets. Great, okay. Get that stuff out there. I'm assuming someone's going to take those out there, hopefully. Our lizard men that are... It is idle. Idling. I need you to not idle. Is it just because... Okay, no, we have to select investigate. Okay, so now that we picked the resources, they will start working on it now. Great, alright. And then they're taking our resources out there. There goes our lizard folk. And that'll take some time. We got 2.5 minutes before another wave is killed. Now all we need to do is produce 1 ancient tablet. I think we're done. Okay, yep, he's walking back with our tablet. And we've completed our order. And we'll get the ancient amber. And that is the settlement complete. And then we unlock some new content. So we get food stockpiles and some XP to our level. The village has been secured, but there is one more test of your skills. Our food stockpiles, a basic currency in the realm. Workers are eager to exchange their labor for food for their families, can be used to buy upgrades in the Smoldering City. And then we have a ton of new buildings unlocked. So we got our... It looks like a lot of buildings that we've been working with in the tutorial. So we'll continue. Oh, and this is not it. Okay, so I think I'm going to call this episode right here, and then we'll move on to the next tutorial in the next episode. I'm already running a little long on this one, so that is going to be it for this episode. I appreciate you guys watching, and like I said kind of earlier in this video, if you guys have any suggestions or ideas, or if there's anything I could change to make the video more enjoyable, please let me know. But that's going to be it for this, and we'll continue this in episode 2. I'll see you guys later. Bye.